Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Cracking Packs, and for those that don't know me, my name is Matthew, and this is the series where I open packs from the latest TCG sets. So there's mainly Magic on this channel. Anyway, so today we're going to open some packs from BLOOMBURROW, which is the latest Magic set. So it's basically a animal themed set in some ways, because it's basically MTG meets Redwall. So it's got a fantasy theme crossed with animals. There's many fantastic old creatures in the set. You've got stuff like mice, you've got rats, you've got raccoons and mice and stuff like that. Anyway, before we start opening the packs for today, I'm going to say a few thanks to various people. First, I'm going to say thank you to my brother, who basically, he just upgraded to a newer iPhone. So he gave me his old one. So now I've gone from a iPhone 8 to an iPhone 13 Pro. So this video should come out in better quality. Hopefully it will come out at 4K with HDR now as well. Anyway, I'm pretty sure, hopefully I've got the settings correct. Anyway, also I was just showing you the view from the window today. And you say, as always, thanks to Red Man of Madness and thanks to Anthony. He provided me with my BLOOMBURROW Commander Squirrels deck. Thanks very much to Anthony for that. I mean, you say I got a good deal. So check out Red Man of Madness. They do pack openings, and they also do videos on YouTube, and there's a link to his eBay store. So thanks to Red Man of Madness, and also thanks to the shops that ran my event. That's the view from the window today. Looks a bit cloudy, but it's still quite warm. I'm in England, for those that don't know, so in the UK, so that's what the British weather is. Okay, so anyway, we're going to go back to the opening of the packs. Anyway, thanks to Red Man of Madness, and thanks to my two shops that provided me most of the boosters I used in this video. And as I was going to say, there's going to be a few less boosters opening today than normal. But don't worry, I've got the pre-release codes, it's normal. It's going to be a few packs less are going to be opened. I've got around 12, I think it is, and the pack that came out of the BLOOMBURROW Commander deck. So it's going to be a few less packs opened, because unfortunately the trains weren't great this week, and I missed out on three of my regular drafts. So I only got to one draft out of my 4. I did 5 sealed. Anyway, we're going to open some packs from the latest set, and don't forget there's going to be a code giveaway as always. I'll save those to the end, and you say those are going to be codes for Arena that you can use to get some free packs on MTG Arena. Alright, I'll show you a few of the bits to start with before we go into the actual packs. Right, I'm just going to show you some of the artwork and stuff. So this is the BLOOMBURROW pre-release pack. For those that don't know the pre-release packs, this is what you get at a pre-release event. It basically has the equivalent of 6 boosters and a promo card. And you also get, these are what the code codes come from, the blue code cards anyway. Alright, so these are the so this is the art, as you can see, the artwork in the set. The artwork in the set is very good. It's a nice kind of thing. So this is, I'll just flip open the thing, and hopefully this comes out. The color on these should be good now, because this is a better phone, so it should have HDR. Alright, that's the artwork on that, and they also have the text on the side, which you have when you're a tale of paws and claws. That's really cool. I mean, you say, right, so that's the pre-release pack, and that's all the sides of it. Just going to show that a bit. You get also get a dice in it. So this is the dice. Some people I know are popping up with Discord messages complaining about various things, but that's me. All right, that's the one of the dice from BLOOMBURROW. They do come in different colors. I'm not really sure how many colors of dice you can get in the pre-release packs. If people know, let me know in the comments. All right, that's the dice. I'll show you the artwork for the booster. As you see, that's the BLOOMBURROW. As you see, that it's a play booster. I don't get collector's boosters, people. I don't think they're worth the money. I wouldn't take the gamble personally. I only normally get the regular packs. All right, this is a play booster artwork. I mean, you say, so I've done 5 sealed and a draft. I think the set plays quite well. I feel there's not as many extra sets for Thunder Junction. And bear in mind, people that don't know me in paper, I'm looking at the set mainly for Commander. I'm a Commander player foremost, and I also play a lot of limited, like Sealed Deck and Draft. So I'm basically evaluating the cards for if they're good in my Commander deck, which I'm I have a rat deck and a squirrel deck, so Chatterfang and Marinora. So I'm looking at cards to improve those, and I can also evaluate the cards for limited as well. All right, that's the Bloomburrow Collector's Booster Pack sample that comes in the rat thing. All right, should we start with the collector pack, the booster sample pack? Anyway, wish me luck. I mean, I'll do the code cards at the end. Good luck to people for those that are opening their packs. Enjoy. All right, let's see how we do. Okay, so I've pre-opened the packs ahead of time. I haven't looked at them though, so it just makes it easy for me to open them on camera. Okay, so this is Gelwin Moose. It's 6 mana 6/6 with Flash, Vigilance, Reach, and Trample. So this is quite good in limited. It's probably one of the best green uncommons actually. It's very, very good. So this is like Colossal Dreadmaw on steroids. Colossal Dreadmaw, for those that don't know, is a card that a dinosaur that originates in the original Ixalan. And it appeared in one of the most printings of any card. And when you say this is Colossal Dreadmaw on steroids, basically, it's just improved in every way. So Colossal Dreadmaw, for those that don't know, is a 6/6 trampler for 6, which was pretty good in most limited formats. Anyway, this one is just that on steroids. It's an uncommon. All right, a powerful uncommon. I don't know if green's... Oh, hello. What's this? We've got Xena, Valley's Voice. So this is a bird bard. This is pretty good. So this is this a mythic? Yeah, it is. It's okay. So it's a 1/3 for blue, red, white flyer with Xena's Valley's Voice, gets +X/+O, where X is the number of other creatures you control with base power 1, and creatures spells you could cast have offspring 2. Okay, so as always, I explain a little bit about the mechanics of the set. So Offspring is basically a new mechanic for this set. It's basically you can pay an additional X as you cast a creature spell. If you do, when the creature enters, you create a 1/1 token copy of it. So Offspring is similar to Miniaturize in Hearthstone, though. For those I play Hearthstone as well, and it's a bit similar to that. And then you say this set is technically going to be one of the sets with the most amount of tokens, as basically they've had to print tokens for all the things that have Offspring on it. So, and I also like Offspring, the band. They just came out with a new song about a week or so back as well. I say I like Offspring, and the mechanic's fine. All right, that was the collector's pack. That was the other bit that came with it. Let's start with the regular packs. Okay, so there's, as always, I'll start with the first one. It's just the token, that's a food token. We won't spend a huge amount of time on the commons and the uncommons, so I'm just going to go through them, see what we get. Kinderspike Duo. Oh yeah, I will. So this is a lizard otter. There's many things that are like 2 creature types. I don't know how they breed in the wild kind of thing, but like, okay, that's a lizard otter. So this one is worth explaining though. This is one that scales up. Is this one that scales up? No, it's target opponent. I thought it was deal damage to each opponent. Oh, right, it doesn't scale up. Anyway, I've certainly killed people with that. We're playing in like blue-red kind of spell slinger, otters kind of thing. The land. Okay, so the land basically come in various different seasons. Each land type has a different season associated with it. So you have spring, summer, autumn, and winter. Some of them are very hard to tell which season they are on. I'm not sure which this one is. Anyway, it's a nice island. Right. Okay, so that's our first rare. This is Dream Draw Entrancer. It's a 2 green blue for it's a Simic Frog basically. It's a 3/4 with reach. When it enters, tap up to 1 target creature and put 3 stun counters on it. If you control that creature, draw 2 cards. So you can use it on your own small things to draw extra cards. I'm not that keen on the stun as a mechanic though, but I don't think it's been overdone in this set as opposed to some of the others. There's a few cards that have it on. And Simic Frogs is definitely a limited archetype that you should be aware of and you can try and build. That's just another rat wizard. Won't make my rat deck because it's mono black, but it's not bad. It's 3/3 menacer for 4. A rabbit druid. These are basic. Okay, these are the uncommon land cycles. So there's a series of these. So basically, these cycle of lands. There's 1 in each color. This is the black one, the Mudflat Village, and these basically mean you can basically tap for colorless, tap for black, but you can only spend the mana to cast a creature spell. 1 and a black, sacrifice it to return target bat, lizard, rat, or squirrel from your graveyard to your hand. So I mean, this will probably make my rat deck and my squirrel deck because it's like just like recursion. I'm hoping for the rare land. I'm going to say, okay, this is what I'm thinking. So this is basically has what's effectively. So this is 2, a black-red hybrid for a 3/2. It enters with a +1/+1 counter if an opponent has lost life this turn. And 1, a black-red hybrid, it gains menace until the end of turn. So this is basically Bloodthirst. There's a selection of cards of this, mainly in the black and the red colours, that basically have what is effectively Bloodthirst, which was a mechanic from the older, one of the core sets. I can't remember if it was 11 or 12, I think. It's a Raccoon Berserker. Right, so the duo. So this is basically a 5-mana 3/3 flyer. It's when it enters, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. So the black, white, or Orzhov as it's known as in Magic, is basically like a thing that you associate with like gain and drain kind of. So it's like one of the archetypes. I think I've had quite a lot of success with black, white, mainly bats. There's quite a few bats in the set. We haven't got to anyone yet. It's a mouse. Mind Spiral, that's another. Okay, so Mind Spiral. So this is worth explaining. So the one of the other mechanics in the set is Gift. So Gift reads, you may promise an opponent a gift as you cast the spell. If you do, they create something. So this one gives them a fish. They can give them treasure. And there's a few other things as well. So they're basically, you can either give them the gift and the thing, but you'll get a extra effect. So this one is target player draws 3 cards. If the gift was promised, tap target creature an opponent controls and put a stun counter on it. It works in multiplayer mostly, in 1-on-1, but some of these cards are quite good in 1-on-1. This is basically Tidings with some stun thing on it. All right, this is the end, getting towards the end of Booster 1. We have 12 packs to go through, and we have some code cards. I'll do the code cards at the end. Good luck, as always. I mean, you say, what am I doing at the moment other than playing Magic? I'm also playing Eternal. I made Master in Eternal for the first time recently. That is in Constructed. I got to Master for the first time. And then I got to about rank 140 before I run out of time. All right, so this is the art card. This one is the Pilfered Claw. So that's a good 1-drop. I can't remember quite what it does. I think it's when a lizard or something attacks, it deals 1 damage. Lizard or something. This is a Head of the Homestead, the rabbit in foil. So it makes, it's a 3 green Celestia. I love Celestia. It's my favourite colours in the game. I haven't got yet to play it in this set. I didn't play it much in Thunder Junction either, to be honest. But definitely green-white kind of token kind of style is a thing. So this is 3 green-white hybrid for a 3/2. When it enters, create 2 1/1 rabbit token creatures. I'll see if I can get a rabbit token. Shouldn't be too hard. The land. All right, so this is the rare. This is Jackdaw's Savior. This is 2, a white for a 3/1 creature bird cleric. There's quite a lot of birds in the set, actually. I mean, you say you might be able to make a bird tribal deck for Commander, I'm sure. So this is when it or another creature you control with flying dies, return another target creature with less mana value from your graveyard to the battlefield. Pretty good. This is a Stoke, just a good 2 mana 2/2 with first strike and a lifelink on the body. Not worth explaining. Patchwork Banner, so it's like a tribal banner thing that you make to all your creatures chosen type +1/+1, taps mana any colour, good in limited. It's a colour fix, so there's not as many colour fixes in this set as some. It's like Thunder Junction. Splashing is harder as there's not the treasure generating that Thunder Junction had. Bat Cleric, I've been very impressed with that one. When he attacks, gain 1 life from the 2/3 body. I'll see if any of the other bats turn up. I've had Zoraline the rare twice, and that's pretty good. It's like a 3/3 that when it comes into play or when it attacks, you can basically pay to return something from the graveyard to play for 2 life with a finality counter. First of the otters, they've got mainly otters who are in mainly blue and red. There is it effectively. And they basically have most of them have prowess. So prowess is when you cast a non-creature spell, it gets +1/+1 until end of turn. There's various rare ones as well. That's a food. There's quite a few food things in the set, but they're in most sets now. That's a rabbit. All right, this is pack 1. So we go to pack 2. started with the collector's pack thing, which was okay, then the rest are like okay. Okay, so that's the first of the kind of offspring tokens. So this is Flowerfoot Swordmaster. So this basically is the token version. So this is Valiant. So Valiant reads whenever it's basically like a keyword. It's whenever the creature becomes the target of a spell or ability you control for the first time. It's mice you control +1/+0. And the token is printed and it says the token's mana cost is 1. Just to avoid confusion. Right, that's the first of those tokens. I'm trying to get all the tokens. Flight, effectively. Inland. I think I've opened that one twice so far. Oh no, it said this print run is identical. So this is Jackdaw Savior again, or second copy. Hopefully I won't get any more. Alright, I still think the card's not bad. Fireglass Mentor, a lizard. Lizards are mainly red and black. Class enchantments, yeah, they're doing these quite often. Now this one is Blacksmith Talent. It's when it enters, create a colorless equipment artifact token named Sword with equipped creature +1 and equipped 2. Level 2 for 2 and a red at the beginning of combat on your turn. Attach target equipment you control to up to 1 target creature you control. Level 3 is 3 and a red. During your turn, equipped creatures you control have double strike and haste. Probably quite good in red equipment based decks. More Sog, another class. Oh, it's class, not saga. Sorry, I got the two confused. Don't worry about it. They look very similar anyway. Another frog. So it's 4 mana, 4/4 for 4, which is good already with reach. It has 1 green and a blue X. So another target creature you can control them, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control +1/+1. Only as a sorcery. Okie dokie. Hidden Grotto, that's one of the lands. Bird. There are quite a few birds. Well, I think that's the first squirrel we've opened. So this is 3 and a green for 2/4 with reach. It's when it enters you may forage. So forage is one of the new mechanics in the set. So forage reads to forage exile 3 cards from your graveyard or sacrifice of food. Looking a bit sunnier now. Okay. Alright, so then we've got Psychic Whirl. Target opponent discards 2 cards. Control a rat. Surveil 2. Another rabbit. Alright, so I'm quite enjoying this set. It seems quite fun to me. I enjoy the artwork, but the Wizards are taking the biscuit basically with how many sets they release. This is the other guy with Bloodthirst effectively though. So this is a 4 mana 3/3 with menace and reach, but it enters with a +1/+1 counter if an opponent lost life this turn. So it's going to be a 4/4 with evasion more often than not, and it makes stuff like Hill Giant look bad, which was basically when I started playing Hill Giant. For those that don't know, it was a 3/3 for 4 with no other abilities, and then in that one, and it's all these are common. Yeah. Anyway, Wizards. So Dustmore, the next set is only 5 weeks away, so they're taking the biscuit with how many sets they release, basically. So they've only been a month effectively of this set. That's the Cragflame token. Alright, so Dustmore's about 5 weeks away. That's going to be a horror themed set. So that's the polar opposite of this one. I mean, I don't know if it won't appeal to the same people, I don't think, anyway. Anyway, another talent. There's quite a few of them. So this is basically quite like a rack effect combined with a discard. So it's when Bandit's talent enters, each opponent discards 2 cards unless they discard a non-land card. And it's on level 2. Is at the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, if they have 1 or fewer cards in hand, they lose 2 life. So this is basically Rack, the old card, based on an enchantment. Then the 4 mana level 3. At the beginning of your draw step, draw an additional card for each opponent who has 1 or fewer cards in hand. Interesting card. I think it's more constructed card, to be honest. Mountain. This is one of the rare classes that I haven't seen before. So this is Storm Chaser's talent. When it enters, create a 1/1 blue and red otter creature token with prowess at level 2 for 3 and a blue. Basically, oh yeah, I forgot to explain. Level up on these things are at sorcery speed though, so they're not at instant speed. So you have to do it in your main phase. Okay, so 3 and a blue for level 2. When it becomes level 2, return target instant or sorcery from your graveyard to the hand. And it's 6 mana. Level 3 is whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, create a 1/1 red and blue auto token with prowess. Right. Squirrel Warlock. I'm trying to evaluate all these for my Chattervang deck. I mean, say I'll be upgrading that at some point. I got the precon anyway, and then say I'm going to look at those at some point. I mean, this is Bone Cachet Overseer. It's black for a 1/1. It has pay 1 life, draw a card, activate only 3 or more lands left your graveyard this turn, or if you've sacrificed a food this turn. More likely to be a food in a squirrel deck rather than 3 or more cards leaving the graveyard anyway. Another squirrel, Vine Mentor, black and green for 3/2. When it enters or dies, create a food token. That's pretty efficient for limited anyway. More bats. Quite impressed with this one actually in the times I've played it. I've played all of 3 times, I believe, and I think I've gone positive all bar once. Anyway, so, including I did win my Friday pre-release with a Orzhov deck. Anyway, this is 3 a white for a 3/1 with flying. It's at the beginning of end step. If you've gained or lost life this turn, look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card with power 3 or less from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest of the on the bottom of your library in a random order. It's worth bearing in mind also, people, they're doing there's not as many sheets on this one, but in various different packs, they have, what was it, the Creepy and Cute or whatever the sub-series is. I can't remember if they're only in the collector's packs, but they're basically a selection of old cards, and mainly stuff like the classic, the Planeswalkers like Jace and that, and various other cards reinterpreted with new art on it for Bloomburrow. So I think those are only in the collector's packs. So. Alright, we'll try and go through these as quickly as possible. Aim for around 40 minutes, 35 minutes or so. Alright, don't forget, I will do the code cards, but they'll be at the end. Alright, Rat Rogue. Carrot Cake, that's cool. So they have various food sources as normal on various things. They're artifact food. So this is Carrot Cake for 1 and a white. So there's also a green one as well. So this is when Carrot Cake enters, and when you sacrifice it, create a 1/1 rabbit creature token and scry 1. And it's 2 to sacrifice, you gain 3 life. So that's pretty good for a common. Makes a token, gains you life, sorts out your, can make more consistency on your draws. Kindle Spot Duo. And a frog to finish. Right. Next pack, so we're about, what will be halfway through, I would guess. Alright. And we open with this art card. This is beautiful. What's this? Oh, this is the white card, the it's Dawn's Truce. So it's kind of like a bit like a Teferi's Protection, I think. Was it Protect? I'm not quite 100% remember what the card. Okay, it's a good white card. It's just a Pond Profit, not Field Profit. Pond Profit is when it enters, draw a card on the, like a frog. That's a different season. That looks summerish to me. I could be wrong. Train going past, I think. I mean, see, I'm in upstairs room filming this. Okay, so we've got Valley Floodcaller. This is an Otter Wizard. So this is 2 and a blue for a 2/2. It has flash. You may cast non-creature spells as though they had flash. It's whenever you cast a non-creature spell, birds, frogs, otters, and rats you control get +1/+1 until end of turn and untap them. That's pretty cool. Don't think it's going to be any huge money. Oh, that's the Flowerfoot Swordmaster that we saw earlier. The 1/2 mouse with Offspring and Valiant. Starforged Sword. It's the red land rock face. This gives basically target lizard, mouse, otter, or raccoon +1/+0 and haste as sorcery. They're all as sorcery, these ones. More rabbits. I hope people are enjoying the new set. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe as always. My name's Matthew. This is Matthew Hawker Gaming. I mean, you say it helps grow the channel. Like the vast bulk of my viewers aren't subscribed. I'd like to get to 100 subscribers this year. That would be lovely. I mean, say I also do various other content. I do for Magic. I do my Commander series in which I showcase my various Commander decks. I was also considering doing arena gameplay at some point and some other kind of stuff. So don't forget. I mean, I'll be back for cracking packs in about like 4-5 weeks, I guess, after the release event anyway. And I do various video game content. I do various videos showcasing my physical video game collection. I'm a big video game collector, for those that don't know me. I mean, I also do various gameplay video game videos and various other content. They'll all be linked in the playlists anyway, so you don't have just go to the channel, and you'll be able to see them all in there. I've been going for about 2 years now, I think it is. Oh, this is cool art card. So this is the Squirrel Mob, some kind of mob Acorn Gang, I believe. Old Acorn Gang, yes, that's it. It comes in the Commander deck as well. So I mean, that's a cool art card. I might use it as the token. Oh, what's this? Okay, so this is 3 in a black. So this is the gifted one from the gifted card. It's return target creature card from the graveyard to the battlefield. Then if the gift was promised and the creature isn't legendary, create a token copy of it, except it's a 1/1. Interesting. Right, and maybe I'll get another rare because it's a foil. Mountain. Okay, this is the other rare. So this is Kidnap. It's a 2 blue and a blue for an enchantment, or it has gifted card. Enchant creature when it enters tapped. Enchanted creature. If the gift wasn't promised, put 3 stun counters. You control enchanted creatures. So it's kind of a mind control combined with some other stuff as well. Interesting. More otters. I had a good Izzet deck. I've only played Izzet once, but I still feel it's one. If you get the right stuff, it's pretty good. Mainly lots of prowess things and spell slingers. What did I have? I think I had the. Was it the rare one or the mythic otter? I can't remember. It was quite powerful. I played against the Planeswalker once as well. I was victorious against the Planeswalker. Alright. So far, nothing of much interest. I was quite impressed on this on the thing. It's a lizard assassin, people, for those that are in the Assassin's Creed set. I don't know if they were thinking about that kind of synergies when it was. Yeah, it's just a 1 mana or 2 mana, 1 and black for 1/3. Whenever it attacks, defending player loses 1 life, you gain 1 life. Ah, this is the chap I wanted to show you. I was waiting to open one of these. This is a Life Creed Duo. This is 1 and white for 1/2 with flying. It's basically a Soul Warden. It's a one-sided Soul Warden. It's whether another creature you control enters, you gain 1 life. It's quite good in stuff like black-white with the life gain synergies, and also in stuff like green-white, in which doesn't have access to a lot of removal. It just plays a lot of efficiently statted creatures and basically gains enough life to basically stave off most of the damage. All right, it's a very good card. In limited anyway, and it's a bat and a bird as well. Bat bird for those that thing. I like the card. Drown Draft. What's this? I haven't seen this one before. This is 3 and a blue for a. It costs 1 less if it targets an attacking or tap creature. It's a bounce, but its target creature's owner puts it on the top or bottom. Okay. And the last card in the pack is Whisper of Grub, a mouse. Mice are generally red and white. So Boris. Right, I think we've got about 3-4 more packs to go. Anyway, let's see how this goes. Manifold Mouse, that's a cool token. The art in this set is one of the best. I'd be curious to see what the Duskmaw is in comparison. So this is just the token for it. It's the beginning of combat on your turn. Target mouse you control gains your choice of double strike or trample. And it has CMC of 1 and a red. Thanks for watching, as always. If you're still with me, don't worry, we will do the code cards. I know that's one of the most popular bits of the video. And say, if you want to make sure you get the code cards, don't forget to tick the bell notification icon on YouTube, and it will tell you as soon as I upload the videos. These cracking packs. Oh, here we go. So this is Mabel Hair to Cragflame. So this is one of the best. What is the Mouse Lord in the set? So I mean, people might make this as a commander, but I don't feel there's enough mice realistically, unless you go into stuff like changelings. All right. It's a cool card. It's one, and it reminds me of stuff like Red Wall, the Brian Jacques thing. If you know that, it's like a children's fantasy kind of series of novels that was must have been not like they came out quite a while ago. There was like Martin Mayo, Red Wall, and that. I think I read them at school. Anyway, 1 and red and a white for 3/3. It's other mice you control get +1/+1. When it enters, create Cragflame, a legendary colorless artifact. token with equipped creature +1/+1 vigilance, trample, and haste, and equip 2. I had this in my Boris deck. The one, I think it was the one Boris deck I played as well. Anyway, and you say that's that. This looks like the Mice pack. This is Seedglaive Mentor for 1 and red and a white for a 3/2 with vigilance and haste, and it has the Valiant keyword. So when it becomes target spell ability you control for the first time, put a +1/+1 counter on it. There we go. Fell, so this is just a this is murder but at sorcery speed for 1 and black. It's really good, reconstructed playable, I would think, for sure. I mean, in 60 card formats as well. Another thing. Oh, so yeah, I forgot to. I haven't mentioned it. I don't think I remember seeing one of the cards with the mechanic on it before. So Threshold is back in this set. So Threshold is basically a mechanic associated with how many cards you have in the graveyard. So Threshold reads whenever you have 7 or more cards in the graveyard, you'll basically gain an additional effect. So Threshold on this one is whenever you attack with 1 or more rats, if 7 or more cards are in your graveyard, you may pay 2 and a black to return Pestilent Mars Stalker from your graveyard to the battlefield, tapped and attacking. I mean, first lineage Threshold was printed in Odyssey, so that was around the time I started playing. So that was around 2001. So I've been playing quite a while. Into Flodmore. Don't really see this. But Bartformer Harvester, it's an artifact shapeshifter. There's a couple of changelings in this set, this being one of them. So Changeling reads the base of the creature. This card is every creature type. This is a 2/3 with reach, and it's got the golem kind of mechanic. So it's put target card from a graveyard onto the bottom of your library, which is quite useful. Whether that's quite good for recursion in my Chatterfang deck, I'm not sure. I have to think about it. I don't really like Changelings that much. Tempest Angler, just a solid 1 red-blue hybrid for 2/2. It's when it costs non-creature spell, put +1/+1 counter on Tempest Angler. More bird. I think the dog needs to come out, but I can't really do it. That's like Pearl of Wisdom. So this is 2 and a blue for it's basically divination, but this spell costs 1 less if you control an otter. So it's basically draw 2 cards for 2 and a blue, or if you control an otter, it's only 1 on a blue. Got 3 more packs to go through. This is worth explaining. So this is Raccoon Warrior. So this is a 3 and a green for a 4/4. It has Offspring 2, and it basically reads this creature can't be blocked with creatures power 2 or less. So it's pretty good. I think it's one of Green's best commons. There's also some good mana accelerators in green as well, and that's I feel one of the best green commons. And this is one of the removal spells of the set. So this is 2 and a black, destroy target creature with the gift food. If the gift wasn't promised, lose 2 life. Pretty good for common. Alright, 3 more packs and then we'll go to the code cards and then we'll round out the video. Alright, thanks very much for watching. This is the artwork for the legendary rabbit thing that makes lots of things. So this is Balin the Haymaker. He's one of the legendary rabbits, and I'm sure some people will build that as a commander. Sorry, I think I flipped that here. So then we've got another squirrel. We've seen this before. It's Treetop Sentries. The forest. I'm sure some people will be foiling it. So using all those cycle of lands. They're pretty cool anyway. This is the white talent. So this is Caretaker's talent. I believe I've opened the white one and the blue one so far. Anyway, this is Caretaker's talent. Says whenever 1 or more tokens you control enter the battlefield, draw a card, only triggers once a turn. God, this phone is heavy though. I'm starting, sorry, my hands are going because the phone is a lot heavier than my old phone. Alright, I'll try and keep with it. Anyway, so on level 2, when it becomes level 2, create a token that's a copy of target creature token you control. And it's 3 in a white, creature tokens you control get +2/+2. So it's quite a lot of things on the card. Oh, looks cool. An otter. Recycling with the raccoons. This is the Stormcloak Mentor. So this is basically one of the archetypes. This is one of the key cards for these Spellslinger archetypes. So this is a blue and a red for a 1/1 with haste and prowess. It reduces instants and sorcery spells by 1 less. So it makes stuff like Goblin Electromancer not look that great. It's a power corrupt Goblin Electromancer anyway. Tempest Angler. Rabbit response. That's basically one of the mass combat tricks. I love the flavour of it. And it's 2 and white. White foots for creatures you control +2/+1 into end of turn. If you control a rabbit, scry 2. Good and limited anyway. A removal spell of sorts. This is one of the moles. So this is a 3-tree root weaver for 1 and a green. It's a mole druid. It's tap out 1 mana of any colour. There's other moles. If think of the other Quake mole thing, Anzrag. That was also a mole. So like a divination with Surveil 2. Get it. Another one of those. The sun is coming out. Alright. Got 2 more packs, and then we'll just do the code cards. I've got quite a few code cards. I've only have 4 main code cards, and then everything. Finch formation token. Moonrise Cleric in foil. Another one of those planes. Ooh, what's this? This I haven't seen. So this is Portent of Calamity. Oh, this is the X-Spell thing in the alternate frame. I can't remember what the frame's called, but there's 2 versions of this anyway. So this is revealed the top. Someone cast this against me in the draft, and so that probably won the game. It gets a lot of view. It's revealed the top X card of your library for each card type. You may exile a card of that type from among them. Put the rest of the graveyard. You may cast the spell from among the exile cards without paying its mana cost if exiled. 4 more cards this way, and then put the rest of the exile cards into your hand. Pretty good. Oh, another Mabel. That's our second copy. So I think we had 2 duplicates in the one. So far these packs haven't been fantastic to be. Anyway, I'm mainly looking for squirrels and rats, probably the rare ones. Anyway, let's hope we can get something. I've only got 1 pack left, unfortunately. It's another shapeshifter. Okay, that's the rat. That's the common one anyway. This is the Daggerfang Duo. So this 2 and a black for a 3/2. It's a rat squirrel. It's got Death Touch. It's when it enters, you may mill 2 cards. You have various graveyard synergies. You may want to mill yourself. You may not, but it's optional. Anyway, 3/2. We'll probably go in my rat deck and maybe the squirrel deck. I'm not sure. The rat deck needs better creatures. The squirrel deck doesn't particularly because it's got a lot of good creatures in it already. Right, last booster. Start with that's the token of that. Okay, so Stargaze, that's one of the things. We should be at the rare now. Oh, I said I wanted a squirrel, and this is Valley Rockcaller. This is really good in thing. This is probably good in like Chatterfang anyway. I've already got one, unfortunately, so I really want the foil one. Alright, this is 1 and a black for a 1/3 with Menace. It's a squirrel warlock. It's when it attacks, each opponent loses X life, and you gain X life, where X is the number of other squirrels, bats, lizards, and rats you control. Pretty good. I've had it limited once as well. That's Hazel's Nocturne, so this is a return spell, but Hazel is the squirrel thing printed in the legendary squirrel. It's printed in the commander deck. Alright. Let me go. Oh, what's that one? Oh, that's that's a power giant growth. Basically, it's like a giant growth of kind of effect. So for this, pretty good for an uncommon. It's 1 and a green for target creature you control +3/+3 trample, hexproof, and indestructible. Just really good. A vehicle. Yeah, there's vehicles in the set. I wouldn't really expect that, but this is Tangled Tumbler. 3 mana artifact vehicle, 6 mix of 6 vigilance, 3 tap, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control, and it's tap 2 untapped tokens to basically crew it. It doesn't have a crew cost as like normal vehicles, so this just has an alternate kind of crewing like mechanic. It's Blue Village, so this one is Surveil 2, activate if any bird, frog, otter, or rat entered the battlefield under your control this turn. Alright, a mouse. Bellowing Crier. Right, tap Tree Guard, Frog Rabbit Duo. Early Winter, just a good removal spell. It's Exile as well. Waxman Witness. Finch Formation. And Steep Off Charger. Right, so those basically are the packs. Right, let's do the code cards. And as I say, as always, good luck to those that tried to claim the code cards. We're going to put them up on each screen and say if you want a bit more time, just pause the video. Right, so they're going to say these are good codes that you redeem in Arena. You just go to the redeem codes section. So they're going to be 4 main codes. And as I say, as always, just claim what you can only claim one of these codes. Basically, you wizards decide that you can only use one of these. I don't understand why you can only use one of them. They come in the pre-release kit. So they basically give you 6. These give you 6 boosters. The second set of ones will give you 1 pack. Right, so we're going to show these on screen. So like only claim one of these. Good luck to those trying to claim it. And then say the first one's going up now. Is that one? That's number 1. Let me go to the one. And as you say, if you're trying to claim these, just don't ring the bell notification icon. Then you know as soon as I upload the video, and you're more likely to get one of these. There's number 2. And we go number 3. And the last one is number 4. And that's number 4. Okay, those are those. So now we've got a couple of ones left over. These are the older ones from Thunder Junction. They come in the promo pack. I had 2 of these left over that I'm not using, so I'll use these. These you can use multiple of, but like you can only use 6, I believe it is. They just give you 1 pack in Arena. So that's the first one. There we go. And in the second one. Oops, sorry, got that upside down. Just need to get used to this new phone. It's a bit heavier than my older model. Okay, that's all of them. All right, so that was my Bloomburrow video. I mean, say thanks very much for watching. I mean, say don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is Matthew, and this is Matthew Hawker Gaming. And don't forget to check out some of my other content. I'll be back on the cracking packs in it's like a month, just over a month. Anyway, I'll be back cracking packs when Dustmore comes out. I mean, say hopefully I'll get to a bit more boosters because I got unlucky in the trains. I basically didn't get to 3 of my drafts. Yeah. Anyway, so Bloomburrow, I'm enjoying Bloomburrow. It's a fun set. I like the theming and that, and it's one of my it's probably my favorite set of this year. Coincidentally, yeah, I would probably go that far. Anyway, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name's Matthew. I'll see you again soon. Thanks very much for watching. Bye.